All right, thanks for watching, and today I want to show you how to calculate a double integral, which is the multivariable calculus version of an integral. In particular, let's find the double integral of x squared y over the region D, where D is a region between two parabolas, x squared and 8 minus x squared. And essentially what we want to find not the area, but the volume under x squared y and over this region. And of course, a picture says 1,000 words, so let's first of all draw a picture of the situation. And by the way, I think people, especially multivariable calculus, they underestimate the power of pictures. And I've seen a lot of videos where they don't even draw one. But the important thing is, in multivariable calculus, it's really multivariable geometry. So pictures and geometry play a very important role. Now, I know people are going to throw shade at me for this, but let's not quite draw the function x squared y, which is a bit awkward in this picture. Let's just draw a generic magic carpet. So imagine this is x squared y. So z equals x squared y lying in the third dimension. And below, you have the two parabolas, 8 minus x squared, which maybe looks something like that, and the parabola x squared. Maybe something like that here. Y equals x squared. And notice those two parabolas enclose a certain region D. All right, so what is a double integral? Well, think of integrating like eating a cake. So you're very hungry and you see this cheesecake x squared y, and what you want to do, you want to take a slice from this cake, but whose base is D. So you see, suppose you slice this cake along D, then it turns out the volume is given precisely by this double integral. So essentially all we want to do, we want to find this volume. And I know this is a little bit of an awkward picture, so let me show you a nice computerized picture that I drew with paint over there. So again, you have x squared y, and you're trying to slice this cake along this region D. And then you get this piece of cake, literally, and you want to find a volume. Okay, so that is the first picture, and as I said, our goal is to find a double integral over this region of x squared y, dx dy, and the second step is to redraw this region D, because ultimately what we want to find are some inequalities. So first step, pictures, second step, inequalities. By the way, funny joke, inequality in English, inégalité in French, Inigualdad in Spanish, Ungleichung in German, of course. And so again, to find the inequalities, redraw your region D. So on the one hand, we have the parabola x squared. Let me redo that. So this is the parabola x squared. And on the other hand, we have the parabola 8 minus x squared. Fair enough. Okay, 8 minus x squared. And as I said, the region D is anything in between. And so first what we want to do, we want to find some inequalities for y. And why, you may ask? Well, this will be apparent in a second. So this is y, and notice y is really trapped between two functions, a bigger function and a smaller function. Let's put it here. So y is, come on. So y is between small and big, or top and bottom. So here the bigger function, it's this orange-yellow function, which is 8 minus x squared. So that's the big function. And the smaller function is the blue function, which is x squared. So already we know that y is between x squared and 8 minus x squared. And now the question is, what about x? Well, notice, if you look at this carefully, x is trapped between the two endpoints, because the leftmost endpoint gives you the leftmost bound, and the rightmost endpoint gives you the right bound. And so, for this now, let's find the points of intersection. Points of intersection. So let's try to figure out when x squared equals 8 minus x squared. So let's figure out when this parabola intersects this parabola. And well, this is not too hard of an equation. We get 2x squared equals 8. So x squared equals 4. So x is minus 2 or 2. And in particular, notice here, the left point is minus 2. The right point is 2. So x is between minus 2 and 2. All right, and now we're ready to double integrate this function. So let's now step 3. So it's always step 1, collect underpants. Step 2, something happens. Step 3, profit. So now integrate. Again, y, that was between x squared and 8 minus x squared. And x is between minus 2 and 2. And you'll see now why those inequalities are important. Because look, the double integral x squared y dx dy. Now, we want to integrate x squared y, and very important, this function here has nothing to do with the inequalities. Those are two independent things. But where do we put the inequalities? Precisely here. Notice y is between x squared and 8 minus x squared, so you put it with the inside integral. Because you see y matches with this, and then x is between minus 2 and 2. And very important, this is a big mistake I've seen over and over again, make sure that the outside integral only has constants. You should not put x or y in the outside integral. Otherwise, you're likely to lose points. Okay, and now the question is, how do we evaluate this integral? Well, here you have to think a little bit and to visualize it also very well. Because look, here we have x squared y dy. So what do you want to do? You want to integrate this function with respect to y, leaving x constant. So this becomes x squared, and now an antiderivative of y, it's y squared over 2. And you want to do it from y equals x squared to y equals 8 minus x squared dx. Now all you have to do is plug in 8 minus x squared here and x squared here. So this becomes integral from minus 2 to 2 of x squared of, again, 8 minus x squared squared. Because then you plug in y is 8 minus x squared, and you do this squared over 2 minus x squared, and then x squared squared over 2 dx. Now the way to evaluate this is entirely up to you. Feel free to expand this out, but it turns out for this specific integral, it's easier to factor out. So let's factor out, let's say x squared over 2. And then we have 8 minus x squared squared minus x squared squared dx. And by the way, this is very important. Notice this now becomes a single integral. So we turn this double integral into a single integral, which is the thing I promised you at the beginning. Okay, and now let's evaluate this. So integral from minus 2 to 2 of x squared. This is, remember, of the form a squared minus b squared, which is a minus b times a plus b. And so this becomes, let's say, 8 minus x squared minus x squared, and then 8 minus x squared plus x squared. Plus x squared dx. And the nice thing is that the reason I did this simplifies. So the minus x squared cancels out with the x squared, and you get integral from minus 2 to 2 of x squared over 2, and then 8 minus 2x squared times 8 dx. Not only that, you can factor out 2. This is really math laziness. Try to find so many tricks to not evaluate this integral. So x squared over 2, 2 times 4 minus x squared, and then 8 dx. And this simplifies. And we can do even better because notice I can't even. This is in fact an even function. So the integral from minus 2 to 2 becomes 2 times the integral from 0 to 2 of, let's say again, 8x squared, 4 minus x squared dx. And then this 8 comes out, and we end up getting 16 integral from 0 to 2. Let's say 4x squared minus x to the 4th dx. And now that we have this easy function, let's evaluate this. So we get 16 4x cubed over 3 minus x to the 5th over 5 from 0 to 2. And you'll see this gives us quite of a cute simplification, because this is 16, 4 times 2 cubed, that is 8. So 4 times 8 over 3 minus 2 to the 5th, so 32 over 5, and then minus 0, 0. And the nice thing is, notice 4 times 8 is 32. So 16 times 32 over 3 minus 32 over 5. And then 32 comes out. So 16 times 32. And then 1/3 minus 1/5. All right, let's see. So 16 times 32. So that's 16 times 16 times 2. So 256 times 2, so 512. And then this 1/3 and 1/5, you can write this as 5 minus 3 over 15. So put it on a common denominator. So 5/12 times 2 over 15. And in the end, we get 1024 over 15. Which I don't think you can simplify because this is not a multiple of 3. So in fact, in the end, we find that the volume under the function x squared y and over the region D is 1024 over 15. So it's a very delicious cake, if you ask me. All right, I hope you like this. If you want to see more math, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.